bada bing. 2 pounds over.
We're back. Yes.
Got through one episode and we're back for more.
That's right. That's
It's amazing. It's amazing. This is the best podcast that
you've ever done.
how you been, man? What's a good
I've been well. So just for the audience, some of you might be new. We have Doc right there at Go Dark Horse on Twitter. He's the man with the plan. He's right as rain, not gratefully dead or dreadfully great.
I don't know if I can
Man,
Tony.
come on, brother. You're the man. I'm just Tony Bada Bing. That's all I am.
At Tony C. Bada Bing, Twitter. He is the second person to get a DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour. Goes back in time, reads the racing form, comes back, cashes tickets.
Good stuff, brother. Now I got a hat this week. You don't have one this week. I like how that's going because you had a hat last week. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
Week. Gotta keep everyone on their toes. So quarter pole. What 2 pounds over this week?
Oh, dude. We got donuts both days. Weekend days. That's Saturday and Sunday. My daughter loves donuts. We went to the Angry Donut, and after we had a donut, I realized why they call it that. I ate it. It made me angry. It was not good. So we had to redo and go get donuts at a different place on Sunday. But boom, there it is. 2 pounds over right there, friend.
Wait. How did donuts make you angry?
They were bad, and they were just not good. Probably the worst donut I've ever had. Terrible.
It's a bad donut. What makes a donut bad?
A terrible taste, bad texture, spongy. Just everything about it was bad.
Wow.
How about you? What made you 2 pounds over?
Second time around though, so you went back and got more Angry Donuts. Was that any better than
No, a different donut shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Changing tides. It was like in a coastal town, so it was good. Those were good.
No more Angry Donuts then.
Brother. How about you? 2 pounds over for you?
Came back from a long drive and stopped at a place and got some country cooking. You know, living here in the South now. So we're talking cornbread dressing, squash casserole, mac and cheese. And with Southern cooking, you can't leave without the banana pudding. And I think banana pudding's probably pretty polarizing. It's like I don't think anyone's kind of like mediocre on that. But man, it's got bananas and the Nilla wafers and everything, and absolutely 2 pounds over this weekend, but totally worth it in my mind. So
I'm getting full just listening to you.
I haven't eaten that much in a long time. So let's take a look back at the week. So I know you're a pick five guy.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Sure, you have a pick five story for all of us.
Dude. Okay. So 2 4 to 5s yet again at Saratoga. Big group ticket on Saturday, Whitney Day. It's usually the weekend I've gone for the past 10 years. So I got together with some friends who I'm usually there with. The 5 of us chipped in $100 a piece, played a $480 pick 5. Dude, big spread. 5 in this race, 5 in that race. We played an all to kick it off. And I love the sequence because I hated some of the favorites. There was a Tom Amos favorite in the sprint race on Saturday. Finished off the board. We bet against him. We won that leg. That was the 5th leg. Leg 4, we had Baffert horse. If you're at Saratoga, you're not playing Baffert. The guy's 8 for 15 in stakes races the last 3+ years. You got to play him. He wins, beats the favorite. In the 3rd leg, we got Orlando Noda, a trainer who's killing it. He's killing it. Like I think he's 4 out of 13, small stable. We got him at 9 to 1. Those are the back 3. We played all in the 1st leg. Where's the problem, Doc man? 2nd leg, 2-year-olds on the turf. He really liked 1 horse, the 10 horse. I really liked the 2 horse. Neither one finished first. Disappointing.
Man, those spa babies, and I don't know. I mean, you've got some people that say like I'm really good at 2-year-olds on turf and pedigree and blah blah blah, but it is such a crapshoot. I think I don't know.
I'm with you. Look. And the favorite was an Ian Wilkes horse. He's a good trainer. Never wins at Saratoga. Horse finished 2nd. And Jorge Abreu was the winning trainer. He used to be under Chad Brown. Good trainer. He wins at Saratoga. He was in the discussion. We left the horse off. And speaking of Chad Brown, dude, he was 1 for the week. 1 win in a whole week at Saratoga. What's your story, brother? What you got? You hit something good, I hope?
Chad Brown's what, a 30% trainer, let's say.
Yeah.
You know, that's 30% win and 70% not win.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, the
But
guy's not completely unbeatable.
right, but I think he's won for his last 30.
Wow.
Boom.
He did well at Keeneland, but it looks like things at Saratoga maybe cooled off a little bit. Yeah, I didn't really play a whole lot this weekend, but I was kind of just messing around on my phone. And I'm way better on grass than I am on dirt. And I pull up the bet app and looking around, and I'm like looking at Woodbine, and I'm looking at this 6 furlong sprint, and I see Emma Jane Wilson, who's just been killing it at Woodbine,
Love it.
on on a horse on the 14 horse. And so I'm like, Emma Jane Wilson, outside post, turf sprint at Woodbine, and I thought it wasn't also eligible because I'm like, you got the 14 horse, you're an also eligible, and usually when you get in, right? So and the horse is 44-1. So I'm like, throw some money on a 44-1 job at Woodbine. Boom,
How
hits
much? How
44
much?
to 1, 44-1. And the thing is, when I looked later, it wasn't an also eligible. It was actually part of the field. So that could have like easily blown up in my face. But sometimes, even without handicapping, just kind of knowing a track or knowing kind of things, how they are, and anytime you got a leading rider on a long shot that long with a favorable post position on the grass, why not, right? Take a
Dude, I don't think I've ever hit a 44-1 shot. Congratulations, man. That deserves a round of applause. A round of applause. Well done. Well done.
That's actually the second longest shot that I've hit. So there was one time at Hawthorne Race Course, I nailed a 55-1 job. This was like years and years ago, but
Bang, bang, bang. Love it. Good
yeah,
stuff, brother.
I think we're at a half mile pole. I think
Yeah.
in our guest this week.
Yes, sir.
Our guest is a fellow Minnesotan. That's where I'm from originally. And so we've got our pal at G1 Handicapping on Twitter. It is Marshall Sterling. Marshall, welcome to 2 Pounds Over. Glad to have you aboard.
Hey, thanks so much. Thanks so much. I appreciate you having me on, and hopefully you guys were following along with my 2 pounds over journey, trying to come in a little over, come to post time, man. I was trying.
Dude, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, tell the audience a little about you, and you can describe that meal too. We'll talk about that.
Sounds good. So my name is Marshall Sterling. I'm a meteorologist. I went to school at St. Cloud State University for my bachelor's, and then went to Michigan State for my master's degree. I've been into horse racing since 2013, when my best friend Brett had taken me to a race at Canterbury Park,
Sweet.
and the second race I saw, we were in the winner's circle, and I was just like, whoa, sign me up. Like, is this, if this is horse racing, I'm in. I'm in right now. And ever since then, I've been really into racing and handicapping in general. And just so happens that I fill a weird niche where I know weather and put forecasts out, and people seem to listen. So any way that I can help, I'm more than happy to.
I love it, brother. Love it, love it, love it. Doc, do you want to kick off the questions?
We start off every guest's questions with, what have you eaten that has made you 2 pounds over?
Hey, there we go. All right. So I have a wedding August 15th. So I'm trying to stay as lean and mean as possible for the
Your
wedding.
wedding, right? Your wedding.
Yes, yeah, yep. So for dinner, if you haven't seen it, check it out on Twitter. We got a nice thread going on regarding the meal, but we did some mesquite marinated chicken with some roasted sweet corn. Now, sweet corn in Minnesota in the fall is the best, but even late summer, it's really quite good. Roasted on the grill, it's great. And then we topped it off with some Spanish rice alongside it, just trying to stay kind of lean and mean. But of course, since we gotta stay 2 pounds over, we did 2 plates of that. So we're coming in hot. Let me tell you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, given that delicious meal sounded delicious, do you consider yourself more of a grill master, a fryer a master baker? Like, what's your expertise?
Yeah, I man the grill, man. I do a lot of frying too. I cook a lot. I cook pretty much every day, if not every other day. My fiance is by far the baker of the house. I mean, she does mean banana bread, and her meatloaf is to die for. So I try to stay away from her domain. So I definitely am the pit master when it comes to eating for sure, especially in the summer. It's hard to grill in the winter.
Tony, what is with Mad Food tonight? We got mean banana bread and angry donuts, man. The name of the show or something. Marshall, I am also Minnesota bred myself, and so which would you rather have? And you have to pick one of these:
Okay.
Pronto Pups, mini donuts, a Juicy Lucy, a 60/40 burger, a Pike on a stick, or Sweet Martha's chocolate chip cookies. Go.
Oh, Sweet Martha's chocolate chip cookies, and that's not even a question. That's not even a question. Juicy Lucy's are good. Obviously, there's a big debate between the bars downtown that do the best Juicy Lucy. I'm definitely a Matt's bar type of person when it comes to Juicy Lucy, but yeah, the Sweet Martha's cookies are by far the best.
Have you had the 60/40 burger at Target Field?
No, I have not. That's actually probably one of the rare things I haven't had at Target Field.
Nice. Awkward. Keeping the food going. Good stuff. No, I'm
And
gonna
40% ground bacon.
Oh, see, I'm in for that. Yeah, let's go.
Go ahead, Tony.
All right, now I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Tell me what you think about this, Marshall. How come tracks don't have, or do they have full-time meteorologists like yourself to forecast weather to help gamblers? Because I know I reach out to you, especially
Mhm.
around Saratoga, and I am not the only one. So
Yeah.
why isn't it, or maybe you could start that field,
E-
on-track meteorologist. What do you think?
So usually tracks, especially Naira tracks, they use a contractor, contracting company that does forecasting for them. I actually had a buddy of mine that actually worked at the company based out of Burnsville, Minnesota, that actually does the forecasting for not only Naira tracks but for MLB and a bunch of other things. The problem with that is that there's a lot of turnover at that company, so you get some forecasters are really hit or miss when it comes to that. The other problem with Naira tracks is the fact that the track superintendent does not talk with any of the board members of NYRA in general, including the president McKenna. So when one of them calls to ask about the weather, um, they don't talk to each other when it comes to that. So,
Shocking.
yeah, some of the things that happen is it's a lot of miscommunication between both parties, and again, Naira has to reach out and call regarding the weather, so they're the ones that have to actually know about it ahead of time. I mean, being a track superintendent, you'd hope that that was part of your job and that you do that, but that doesn't mean you're going to always have the time to do that even. So it's kind of a painful yin and yang when it comes to that. But they do use meteorologists sometimes.
Oy vey, you got 30 seconds, Dark.
30 seconds. Have you ever experienced thunder snow or bet on a horse called thunder snow?
Yes and yes, unfortunately. Yeah, oh yeah, no, Thunder Snow was great. The Thunder Snow the horse was really hit or miss.
Oh, dude, you did it. 5 questions in 5 minutes, Marshall. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Dark, any last words for Marshall?
Thanks, Marshall, and I'll see you up in Minnesota sometime.
Hey, sounds good. We'll go out to the Surly Brewery and we'll get some beers for sure.
And how does it feel to have Husky hockey finally relevant? When I grew up in Minnesota, they were terrible for so long. So we'll save that for another day. But just a little poke there.
I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
All right, see you, Marshall. Thanks for going.
So we're at the quarter poll now, and this is when we discuss the results of our Twitter poll of the week.
Have
And
at it.
this week, we've asked our fans, and I use that very lightly, would you run faster on Lasix? 7% said they weren't sure, so maybe they've never used it or just didn't know.
Heard of it. Yeah.
11% said yes, they would actually run faster on Lasix. It's a performance enhancer, so they say. 14% said no, they wouldn't really run faster on Lasix. And 68%, clear winner in this week's poll, the question made them have to pee. So that's what Lasix, asking a Lasix question does to our fan base here. So
Fan base. I love the question, man. I love the question. I had a feeling that was going to be a landslide victory, and yet there it was. Landslide victory for sure.
Tony, would you have to pee if you ran on Lasix?
I would say the answer is yes. I'm going to say the answer is yes. I'm going to tell you why. Just very quick. My wife's a cancer survivor, and as part of her treatment, they gave her Lasix, and sure enough, every time they gave it to her, boom, she's like, even with her like medicines and her little things, she'd run. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
So it works.
Yeah, it does.
All right, we're in our stretch run now.
All right, awesome.
Wrapping up our second 2 pounds over video podcast. And so what are you looking forward to this week, Tony?
Oh, dude, all of a sudden it's Travers Week, like in the beginning of August. Wow. So I am looking forward to the Travers Stakes. I got a buddy of mine who I used to work with, and he gave me a buzz. He said, hey, where do I deposit money? How do I do this? I want to bet the Travers. Will you Zoom with me and help me bet? I'm like, bring it on. Bring it on. So I'm looking forward to the Travers Stakes. Look, man, I watch Saratoga every day, so I'm going to look forward to this until Labor Day. But Travers Stakes is always special, and it's early, but we're going to take it, brother. How about you? What are you looking forward to?
So I finally have some time off of work. I started this new job in January, and I really haven't had any time off yet. So I've got a week-long staycation. So for me, that means some grass racing. So I'm looking at Toga, looking at Laurel, looking at Woodbine, definitely Colonial Downs. A lot of good opportunities, I think, to score, and that's what I'm going to do for this next week is just kind of chillax and try to make some more money. So. Give us just to wrap things up. Give us a handicapping angle for the week, and if you got a buddy that wants to toss $500 into his account, what are you gonna give him? What kind of advice?
Oh man! All right, what I want to talk about is specialty distances. 2 of them: 7 furlongs on the dirt, 1.5 miles on the turf. 7 furlong specialty. I'm looking for horses that are successful. It's not a no-brainer, but I'm looking for horses that run longer than 7 furlongs and are at the lead, on the lead at the top of the stretch. Sometimes it reveals some interesting odds there. People like myself, like you, look for those specialty distances. So horses that run a little longer, but they're at the lead, even if they don't win, top of the stretch. I like those. 1.5 miles, you have to have experience at that distance, period. I don't even care about your breeding. I'm always looking for experience there. How about you?
So what I've learned at Colonial Downs, this has happened twice already, and at enormous odds. Horses shipping in from Charlestown.
Okay.
First time on grass.
Yeah.
Dropping from special weight to claimer, showing absolutely nothing. Now I know a lot of people do play that special weight to maiden claimer drop because it's a huge class drop.
Yeah.
But I mean, these horses have never been on the grass. They've only ran it like in West Virginia, right? And they're coming and they're winning on the grass at huge odds against some horses that have turf experience. So I mean, that's a head scratcher for sure. But it's worked twice already and paid pretty well. Did I play? No.
Bada bing, I love that. Now when I look at Colonial, I'm gonna have to look for those West Virginia shippers, man. I would never have looked for that without you, man. There you go. Great tip.
Well, thank you so much, Bada Bing. This has been a fantastic second show. And
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to hear what's going to put you 2 pounds over.
All right, brother. See you later.
See ya.